Hey guys, Zach from Sit with Zach here. So NHL games are over. The last game just finished. So we're going to go ahead and do the review of tonight's games, which is Wednesday, February 12th. So 3 games on the slate tonight. 2 big ones. One that turned out to be different than I would have thought. But let's go ahead and get into it. First game, Boston and Montreal. This is always a fun game. Again, with Montreal and Boston being original 6 teams. These are huge rivals. They hate each other, everything about it. This game didn't quite have that feeling, though, unfortunately. Montreal's kind of on the side of rebuild. Boston, again, is reigning division champs, looking like they might be able to go for another cup run. So they're in 2 different places, these 2 teams. When they're at the same level, they're fun to watch. This game was a very okay game, I guess. It was pretty much Boston most of the game here. So we'll go ahead and get on into this one. So scoring plays, David Pastrnak scoring his 39th from Brad Marchand at 6:59 of the first. That's 1-0 for Boston after 1. Then Pastrnak scoring his 40th, tying Ovechkin for the league lead in goals from Corrali at 4:16 of the second. Then Nick Suzuki scoring his 12th from Scandella at 4:52 of the second, giving you a 2-1 lead at this point for Boston. And then David Pastrnak getting his hat trick, taking the scoring lead back from Ovechkin with his 41st unassisted at 15:45 of the second, giving you a 3-1 lead for the Boston Bruins. And then in the third period, Patrice Bergeron scoring his 24th from Brad Marchand, beautiful goal, at 19:40 of the third to give you the 4-1 final for the Boston Bruins. So again, Boston gets a big win. Montreal kind of a big loss because again they were looking like they might be able to start catching some of these teams, maybe make a last-minute push. This is a big loss. Granted, it is against the best team in the league right now. So, I guess take it with a grain of salt. Again, it sucks that David Pastrnak decided to go on a nice, hat-trick spree real quick for you guys in this game. Unless you're a Boston fan, then you're happy about it. Your 3 stars of the game, Pastrnak, Tuukka Rask, and Brad Marchand, which I'm really happy about because both my goalies I have for my fantasy leagues both did amazing tonight, which is really nice to see both of them doing good. Shots on goal, 38-29 in favor of the Boston Bruins. So again, Boston sorely outshot the Montreal Canadiens. They're both, again, at different stages in their franchises right now. So no surprise on who wins this one. So anyways, Boston wins that one 4-1 is your final there. I'm going to try and repeat all the scores at the end of the video. Just because, again, I don't have the board with all the scores on it right now. I'm still working out that little kink, trying to figure out what would be the best idea. But yeah, so I'm going to at least repeat them at the end of the video in case you guys want to just know what the scores are. Next game, you had the Calgary Flames and the LA Kings. So this is the game where I was a little surprised at the outcome. Really thought it would have been a little different. Again, with the Calgary Flames fighting for playoff spot right now, and the Kings just trying to play spoilers. Kind of figured who's going to probably be playing harder, but we'll see. First off, you have Backlund scoring his 8th from Tkachuk at 11:37 of the second period. So the first period had no goals. Just give you a heads up. It's a very slow period. I tried watching it. It was very difficult to kind of sit through and honestly watch it. I was doing some other research while that game, the first period was on, just because it was so slow. And then there was a fight between Lucic and, what was his name? Blanking, it's McDermott. That's who it was. Lucic and McDermott got into a fight. That started to rev things up, and that's when you get the Backlund goal. Then Tyler Toffoli scores his 15th from Kopitar and Iafallo at 12:21 of the second. Then Wagner scores his 4th from Lewis at 13 minutes of the second, making it a 2-1 lead for the LA Kings after 2. In the third period, we get a little bit more goal scoring. McDermott scores his 3rd from Brown and Lizotte at 1:42 of the third. Then Lindholm scores his 23rd from Ryan and Gaudreau at 3:25 of the third. Then Carter scores his 17th, and it was one of those goals where just David Riddick was so mad he went over and bashed his stick and broke it over top of the crossbar because, it was one of those back-breaking goals for the Calgary Flames, unfortunately. So Carter gets his 17th from Kempe and Furk, who, again, if you guys watch the AHL video, Martin Furk is up with the team. He got called up this morning, so he gets an assist in his first game up with the Kings this time around. At 15:12 the third is when Carter gets his. Then Lindholm gets his 24th from Gaudreau and Anderson at 16:55 the third, making it close. It looks like it's going to be a 4-3 game, making it really close, but unfortunately Calgary can't quite do it. And Walker gets his 5th from Kopitar at 19:57 of the third period, giving you guys your 5-3 final for the LA Kings over the Calgary Flames. So, yeah, Calgary, big loss tonight again with this division being so tight, dropping to the second worst team in the league. is rough. That's a rough loss to handle. Right now in this point in the season, you need these wins against these bad teams. 3 stars of the game on McDermott. Peterson, who has also been called up he's also up now with the team since they got rid of Campbell. He is now the backup goalie to Jonathan Quick, or the starter. I'm not really sure they're considering it right now, but yeah. And then Matt Roy is your 3rd star. So those are your 3 stars. Shots on goal, 38-33 in favor of the Calgary Flames. Peterson was really good in that. He held his ground. He gave his team a chance to win, and they went out and won it for him. So, LA Kings got to play, spoilers tonight, hardcore against a team that, again, desperately needs some points. And our 3rd game of the night, Vancouver taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. On this night of big rivalries, this is the next one. And they obviously the Vancouver Canucks retired Daniel and Henrik Sedin's numbers. So 22 and 33 are now up in the rafters. For the Vancouver Canucks, big night. It was really fun watching that again. It's kind of weird being old enough now where I'm seeing players I watched play when I was younger, getting their banners, retired and all that stuff. And they retired, like Luongo's coming up later, and I'm just like, this is really weird. Anyways, so they retired the Sedin's numbers. And then they go in and play the Blackhawks, who the Sedins had to play against a lot in their career, and some big heated battles between these two franchises during the years of Chicago winning their cups, the Canucks going to the finals. They had to go through each other a couple times for that to happen. It was like a very diluted Red Wings Avalanche rivalry back in the 90s is kind of what this felt like. I remember watching a lot of these battles and cheering for Vancouver every time. And they only beat them once. It was very annoying. Anyways, in the first period, Bo Horvat, the new captain, as I stated, old captain gets retired. New captain gets the first goal with his 18th from Suter and JT Miller at 15:33 of the first, giving Vancouver a 1-0 lead after 1. In the second, Gaudette scores his 10th from Roussel and Suter at 6:25 the second, giving you a 2-0 lead for Vancouver Canucks. And Suter with 2 assists. And then, in the third period, Suter gets his 8th of the year, getting him a goal and 2 assists. At 17:51 of the third period, it's an empty netter. You have your final 3-0 for Vancouver over the Chicago Blackhawks. Huge win for Vancouver. Again, Markstrom's been... I would be amazed if they don't sign Markstrom. They don't. Whoever gets him is getting a steal. Again, I've always said I would love to see Detroit go and sign Markstrom if he doesn't get picked up by Vancouver. I'd love to see Detroit get Markstrom. But I can't see Vancouver, especially if they go in the playoffs to make a decent run. I can't see him getting rid of Markstrom. I can't see that. The way he's playing right now, I have him in both my fantasy leagues. He's been playing amazingly well to the point where he's arguably one of the best goalies in the league right now. I rely on him more than any other goalie that I've been able to pick up. I've dropped Braden Holtby for him. Tuukka Rask, I would have probably honestly put Markstrom in over Rask most nights. Yeah, it's very impressive how good Markstrom's playing, how good Vancouver's been playing this year. It's been exciting to watch this team, which is, again, why I like my Quinn Hughes autographed card here that I got. And I want the Quinn Hughes rookie card because, again, I feel like this team is definitely going to be... They're on the cusp of becoming a very good team here. Again, I would say they're still rebuilding at this point. They're still building towards... I guess rebuilding is kind of a wrong term, but they're still building towards something really great here. And it's really cool to see them kind of doing that now. 3 stars of the game, Markstrom, Suter, and Patrick Kane. I don't really know why Patrick Kane's on there, but Patrick Kane's on there, sure. Shots on goal, 49-20. So again, Markstrom faces 49 shots, almost 50 shots, and it doesn't allow a single goal. That's amazing. I'm curious what Markstrom's shutouts are this year, because again, it seems like he's getting shutouts, and his goals against average has got to be amazing. So he's played in 40 games. He has 21 wins, 16 losses, 3 overtime losses. He has a 2.81 goals against average and a .915 save percentage. It doesn't say how many shutouts he has, so that's what's disappointing. None there. I don't know. Again. So he has shutouts. Really, he only has 1 shutout? Must have 2. Anyways, I didn't realize he only had 2 shutouts now, but whatever. Still really good numbers. He's been playing ridiculously well for this team. Definitely one of the MVPs of the Vancouver Canucks right now. So anyways, with all that said, that little rant about Markstrom and the Vancouver Canucks, let's go ahead and get into the standings. Again, I know you guys can't read all these standings because the light here is blocking it, which I guess I could do that really quick. And there you go. Guys can look, Look, and we're done. All right. I'm going to read it to you anyways, so here we go. In the Atlantic Division, Boston is at 82 points. Tampa is at 79. Toronto's at 68. That's your cutoff for playoffs still. Florida's at 66. Montreal at 61. Buffalo at 58. Ottawa at 47. And Detroit at 32. In the Metro, 77 for the Caps, 74 for the Penguins, 72 for the Islanders, 70 for Columbus, 69 for Flyers, 67 for Carolina, 60 for the Rangers, and 50 for the Devils. And your cutoff is the Philadelphia Flyers. Sorry, I did not mention that before. In the Central Division, St. Louis 74, Colorado 72, which I'm super excited about going to Colorado. It's one that I've always wanted to go to Colorado and California, the two states I've always wanted to go to. Then New York, I guess, is also another one I want to go to. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to there. I'm knocking out Colorado in next week, so I'm super excited about that. Anyways, and hopefully maybe they'll take the division lead. We'll see. That'd be really cool if they can maybe either take the division or take it back out. I don't know however they're going to be in the standings. So it'd be kind of cool to go to a game where they could maybe take the division lead or maybe maintain it. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, Dallas is 69. That's your cutoff. Winnipeg 63. Minnesota 60. Nashville 59. Chicago 58. That was a big loss for Chicago, by the way. I didn't mention that. Yeah, that's a big loss. They could have been within 3 points. Now they're sitting 5 points back, and a lot of the teams played the next day or two. So yeah, that's a big loss. In the Pacific Division, 69 points for the Vancouver Canucks. So yeah, they are sitting now 3 points ahead of Edmonton and 5 points ahead of everybody else in the division. So that's good. They're giving some breathing room finally. Edmonton 66, Calgary 64, Vegas 64, Arizona 64. That's the playoff cutoff line. 54 points for Anaheim. 52 for San Jose, and 45 for the LA Kings. So that's why, again, losing to LA for the Calgary Flames was rough. Again, your second worst team in the league, and you're fighting for your playoff lives right now, and you lose to that team. That's rough. That's going to be some talking to from the coach, and going to have to see if Calgary can bounce back from this one, because that's a big loss. But anyways, those are your current standings. Again, I will do this one more time. Hopefully you guys can see it. And again, I'm working on figuring out, I'm thinking about switching out these magnets, not going to lie. We're still, again, I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that. Anyways, those are your scores and your updated standings after tonight's action, which is for Wednesday, February 12th. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I had a lot of awesome, fun stuff tonight, again, with the jersey retirements and the Montreal-Boston rivalry, Chicago-Vancouver rivalry. All in all, it was a good night for hockey, both in AHL and NHL. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, give us a like and subscribe if you like the videos. Again, I have the new video contents, which are like the playlists here and the best suggested video for you here, and then covering up my face in a second here or now will be the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I really enjoy making this stuff. Hope you guys enjoy watching it, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon.